Fine.
My Wi-Fi is very bad. I can't tell if either of you are moving, but I can hear you. Welcome to the program. Fuck you, podcast listeners. I'm in Australia, and I threatened a man's life from the stage today. How you guys doing? There, I'm doing good.
Talk us through that. You threatened a man's life from the stage. I mean, I threatened a man's life in a cafe yesterday, so...
Look at us, guys, growing.
That didn't happen. It just sounded cool.
I got to tell you, Ashley, as someone who's spoken to you a lot over the last few years, you threatening a man in a cafe sounds... yeah. That sounds bang on exactly what would happen.
It sounds like growth, you know? Sounds like you're really coming into yourself.
I did ask for a table at a window rather than a table downstairs, and I didn't get it, and I wasn't happy about that, but here we are.
Can I say something about all Scottish cafes? That downstairs is always shit. It is always the fucking worst. It's wet. Your phone never works. There's no plugs. It's always stinks.
There's always
this particular cafe floods upstairs. So I've never known what it's like downstairs when it floods. It's like whatever way it was built, it's like right in if anyone knows Glasgow, it's the Eusebie Deli, which is an amazing deli, terribly located located is nice,
oh my god, I have
floods.
Excuse me, pardon me. I've been to the Eusebie Deli, but you're not
so good.
It's already a basement.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the
it
point,
has a downstairs though.
The point stands. No, but it begins as a basement. Just another a basement having a basement doesn't make the second basement a basement. It's just it's a sub basement. Thank you, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
The creepiest of all basements. I'll have everyone know.
Yeah, dumb basements. That's what I'm into.
Take them off. Take them off now, Ashley. Ashley, take them off.
He's gone.
I don't like how tired we all are.
It's a 2-minute timeout, Christopher.
No, bring him right back. Not 2 minutes. We need all the help we can get. We're all exhausted.
We are pretty exhausted.
Why is Ashley exhausted? This is a reasonable time. I woke up at 7 a.m. for this shit.
She just got to deal with all. She has to deal with all sorts of crap.
Overdraft, so.
Oh well, we've all woken up with an overdraft. What was his last name? Hey,
yeah,
hey.
Yeah.
Oh. What if your sex nickname is Overdraft? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it means you're in orgasm debt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means you keep taking them, but you never give them. So you're over withdrawn.
Yeah, but it does imply that you will eventually return the orgasms. You know what I'm saying?
Or you'll move to a different country.
No, but you will still owe them.
No, if you're in some sort of sex bank, and the currency is orgasms, if you owe orgasms and then return the orgasms, that settles the debt. If there's cum interest, then that's a different matter, of course.
Oh,
I mean, but then it's a whole fucking, the pressure to pay back, and then you've got all these orgasms you haven't given hanging over your head, and you're just trying to record your podcast, and you're like, God, I gotta make her come today, and that's not good for sex. Then you're not gonna make her come because you're tense, she's tense, you're both just thinking about your debt. That's overdraft.
Have you ever thought? Here's my question. Though. Have you ever thought in a moment of coitus, I've got to make her come? I've never thought that. I've got to do it. Like with that energy, I'm always like, it'd be nice.
People that I've slept with have had that thought.
Yeah, when I've been drunk.
I'm sure.
Yeah, when I've been drunk, I can get very focused on a goal. And so sometimes that's the goal, and I've had the woman just be like, "Hey man, let's just hang out." I'm like,
"Yeah, just stop."
Fair enough. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're just gonna call this.
yeah, I'm putting together IKEA furniture right now.
First of all, if you're having drunk sex, all rules are off. That's like that. It's like being in it's sort of like do what you please. You know what I mean? Like there's no rules. Up is down, black is white. Drunk, no one needs to come. You're mostly just, this is fun. All right, we're done.
The weird thing is, I think I didn't come, but I was just like, I'm gonna make her come though. Just an insane behavior. Just absolutely wild.
You're just a drunk man. That's what that was. Yeah,
I think it's actually really, really normal behavior.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Every time I hear something normal about men, I'm always like, well, that's too bad.
Yeah. The things that you think are you in your worst moments, I'm like, no, that's just normal.
I riffed a new bit today, which is about dick pics and about how like a bunch of my friends have gotten flaccid dick pics, which is like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, right, Chris? Isn't that nuts?
I think they're more often flaccid.
What? Why? Unless they're showers, in which case, like, I get it. That's a flex.
I'm aware that I'm also definitely keeping in my fucking hour, but I don't care because I couldn't. But exactly. But even a long soft dick, you don't share like you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
I mean, what? No, because like a long soft dick is like, imagine how much bigger it's gonna get. Like, I get that. That's a pretty wild thing to do. You can put like some cherry tomatoes, celery around it, so it looks like appetizing.
I guess.
But
no.
But yeah, it's like it's odd.
Just rub it with a
like
lemon.
I wouldn't. I'm not packing that soft log.
John, I'd like to remind you that you have in the past had vinaigrette on your balls.
Yeah, of course. But that was for the purposes of this program. Yeah, I didn't send it to anyone. No one saw it. You guys, you just know that I have
We're all aware it was happening.
I hope that's in your profile. I mean, if you, God forbid, you ever have to start dating again, you put "I have had vinaigrette on my balls" in there as an interesting fact about you.
I think that because I have had vinaigrette on my balls and the woman I am currently dating is aware of that fact means that I'm never dating again because she shrugs that off. You know what I mean? Let's just like, yeah, whatever. Certainly will. Hey, we got listen. We together. Where the fuck am I going? That's right. How you doing? Yeah, they smell like Italy and have the similar attitudes towards women. It's weird. I would consider myself a feminist, but my balls misogynists. Crazy, right?
Oh, man.
Ashley, what are you eating? Ashley, your bite was too big. You thought you were going to do a subtle bite. You took a big bite. I saw it too. I saw it in your eyes. We've all been there. We've all been there right here where you leaned in and thought, yeah, I'm going to have myself a little sweet treat mid-show. And you, madam, have been hoisted on your own petard. Oh, Chris, do you like how I now say petard?
No, you added an I like British people do with aluminum.
Do you like that? You like petard?
Bullshit.
No, do you like
petard?
That? Like
it sounds like a slur. It sounds like it's a French word for someone that's a group of people. You know what I mean?
Anyways.
I made
Go ahead, Ashley.
Before the show. And did not time it very well, so I still have like most of my lunches just in front of me.
I like a professional.
I'm used to recording at this time. It's 2:00 in the afternoon for me. It's usually 10:00 in the evening.
Fuck! Ashley, Chris went to Tim Hortons. The best morning is a Canadian. Yeah, it is weird. By the way, when we started, I was like, "Why does Ashley's room look weird?" And I was like, "Oh, because I see it at nighttime. You psychopath."
Yeah. Sorry. Talk to me about Tim Hortons. I'm gonna keep eating.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm on a phone. Let's
turn up your mic.
We want to hear those once again. Yeah. What is? I hope it's really terrible food for a microphone. Just a crisp sandwich, a crisp and marinara sandwich. Oh, what an awful!
I'm not a monster. I have the mic muted.
I really want that actually, Chris. Ashley, imagine a meatball marinara and crisp sandwich. That'd be fucking good.
I am against all crisp sandwiches. It's a weird thing to do.
What?
It's unpleasant.
Crisp sandwiches are the shit.
Unpleasant.
I'll tell you, my kind of gourmet.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Why would you not want a crisp sandwich?
Is so good. It's like you get a ciabatta roll, you get those boars in garlic and herb cheese, and you get the kettle balsamic vinegar chips. Crisps.
Oh,
they're
my
so
God.
Good. It's really good. I'm telling you right now.
Middle class.
Gordon Ramsay on Kitchen Nightmares. You're like, no, we have this special dish. People are gonna love it. It's huge, and
I disagree. I really want that crisp.
I'm telling you right now, it's a great crisp sandwich.
Man, crisp sandwich. I'll tell you, one of my favorite meals on earth is Lay's regular potato chips and the Tesco tuna salad and cucumber sandwich, or the Pret a Manger tuna salad and cucumber sandwich.
Absolutely not.
Full bag
Absolutely
of
not.
Lay's
No.
on top of that. Smashed. Oh my god! Just the salty crisp crunch with the softness of the
Lay's
tuna.
are
That's
such
a real
subpar crisp.
Why are you buying pre-made tuna sandwiches?
I'm getting on a train to do a gig.
You're gonna die, bro.
Because I left the house.
Tuna?
This is years ago. I don't do that anymore. The UK, it's fine. I trust that tuna. Well, not anymore, but then I did. When the EU was overseeing the UK, here I realized, just sidebar about the UK, about how it's all gone nuts.
When the EU was looking over it.
But that was a benefit of health. That was a leaner, more delicious, more protein-rich meat for those fucking monsters. Here's what I realized about the UK is. Exactly. I thought it had changed because of Brexit. Here's what I realized. The EU just left, and now the English just can run the show themselves. It's like, oh, I always hated them. Oh, now I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they've just become more themselves. It's beautiful. They're really unleashing. It's like when the worst person you know goes to university and doubles down. You're like, wow, you didn't grow at all. Look at you.
That's interesting. I got to tell you, none of the people from my friend group who went to university didn't grow. All of the people that stayed home, they really lived up to their douche potential. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't really keep in touch with the people I went to university with, but I am enjoying keeping track of the people I went to secondary school with. Mm-hmm. And one thing I'm really proud of is I'm not
like keeping in touch.
Oh no!
No, I'm not keeping in touch. I talked to 2 people I went to school with.
Oh, okay, good. I'm very good. I'm just glad that we clarified.
It feels like a personal achievement that I'm not getting invited to any of the weddings.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, you've really 180'd on this wedding business. Is that because you went to a wedding when you went overrated?
No. I want to go to weddings of people that I like.
Okay.
I do not want to go to the weddings where I'm having to show off to people I went to school with how great my life is or something like that. I don't want that shit.
Good luck with that. Do you want us to come with you? We'll be like,
yeah, can I come? Can I just go? Can I just go as your hi, I'm Ashley? What the fuck? Yeah. Just send me and Chris as you. That would be fucking. Would they say something? I'm Ashley Manning. You are not. Prove it. I've taken that little hi, hello, my name is Ashley Manning sticker that's at all of those type of events, and I have affixed it to my chest. The only identification you need, madam. Out of the way.
I was picturing exactly who I want you to say that to.
Who do you want me to say? Can I describe her? I assume she's very old and like violently Irish. Like
well, I mean, she's the same age as me because I went to school with her, but.
Oh, I thought it was some sort of teacher. Because I was picturing a person before I got into the reunion. This is me rehearsing the external part of my Ashley Manning performance at the reunion.
Sure.
Now I'm in the reunion.
Now you're in the reunion.
It's me. It's me, Ashley. Don't I look exact? That's what I would say. I would just continually claim that I look exactly the same and nothing's changed. Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, nothing's changed.
Same.
We all have. Yeah. Yeah, just not.
Can I say that about also Montreal? Everyone in Montreal looks exactly the fucking same, and I left like 12 years ago. And I don't know how.
No, Montreal's a real. I can explain it. Hey, no one in Montreal is stressed. Like they're bitter, but they're not stressed.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like
they look
once
beautiful.
A year the comedians are
beautiful. It's crazy.
Yeah. Once a year the comedians are bummed out they didn't get into Just for Laughs and aren't famous.
Yeah.
And just fucking hang out. You don't need to go outside in the winter. Rent is cheap. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm sorry to.
What did Ashley drop?
Have you guys? I'm gonna go with
Ashley. What did you drop? Ashley, what did you drop?
Straight in the mouth. Donut.
I'm gonna go with.
You think I'm eating a donut?
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with.
You know what?
Some pickle.
Speaking of Giuseppe Deli, yesterday I had the best lemon meringue pie I have ever had in my life in that cafe. It was fucking amazing.
I mean, I am here for a lemon meringue pie story because you know what does not get enough fucking traction in just
It was not a
society?
story.
Lemon meringue pie.
Lemon
It
meringue
was
pie
not a
is
story.
amazing.
That was.
It's incredible.
I agree, but
Lemon
Chris is
meringue
correct
greatest pie.
that was not a story.
It was not
I
a
didn't
story.
say it was.
Did you drop a piece? Did you? Yeah, fair point. Did you drop a piece of lemon meringue pie on the floor?
No.
Did you eat it? Detritus and all?
Did you eat it?
No.
I feel like
didn't eat
Ashley's looked like a piece of food that you've dropped, and there's been like the little bits of floor stuff on it, and you
You
thought
think I
it,
would
and you
eat that?
just fuck it, and then just chucked it in because I like want at least
You
once.
don't know me at all.
I feel like just one time.
Yeah, I don't think she would do that.
I have such OCD about food.
Fair enough. I
Yeah.
just figured, like, you've got like, you're like, what else can go wrong with my body? This will only strengthen me. Like how
Oh
George
no,
Carlin
it's
talked
the
about
opposite.
swimming
It's
in the fucking-
if I don't fully understand exactly what I'm putting into my body, I'm not having it.
Yeah, it's
Do
interesting.
you say
Food.
bartender profile?
She needs to know everything. Genitals. It's fill your boots. You know what I'm saying?
That is upsettingly accurate. Oh dear.
I want it noted. I was sitting on that the whole time you were talking about having OCD with food, and I was literally wrestling with whether or not to say it because I was like, it is bang on, but a bit. It's offside.
It's a rude thing to say about somebody, yeah, for sure. I'm a rude type of person.
Yeah, which I mean points to Chris's theory that you would eat some food with minimal detritus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not saying you dropped it in like a muddy footprint. Just
I would eat. Depending on what the food was, sometimes you're just like, Jesus fucking Christ, I just want to keep eating this, but it's on the ground, so I'm not. Damn it.
Yeah, I have a line, and I don't know what it is because it changes every time. Sometimes I'll drop something like, no, that's a wrap. And then I'll drop food the next day in the exact same place. And I'll be like, I'm eating that right now. There's no sense to it. I have a hard line and moves it all.
I will say I probably have a bit of that myself. It's just a judgment call, isn't it?
I dropped the thing on my shoe. I dropped it, caught it hacky sack style on the toe of my shoe, chucked it back up, just started eating.
Oh my God, the shoe?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it?
Pizza.
No. Wait, what kind of pizza? Was there more pizza?
No.
Was there more pizza?
No.
If there's not more pizza, that's a different.
Yeah, if it's the last bite,
yeah. Yeah, I think it's the last bite. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, you have to give context. You know what I mean? Like, what are we fucking doing here?
We're building. We're expanding.
Yeah, am I right?
Okay, I will say I've actually finished the hot food section of my meal now, so I'll stop eating and being very.
How many fucking courses do your lunch? Jesus,
I had eggs on toast and I had a salad next to it, so I've eaten the eggs.
Okay,
that the salad can wait until we're finished.
Welcome to the menu of the podcast.
Yeah, has anyone watched that movie yet? I feel like it will be. Didn't you both watch it?
I have.
The Menu?
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I really thought it was great.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, I'm back into not being able to watch movies and stuff like that again. I'm back on my real documentary kick, and all the documentaries that are like either really bad or like the most horrific true crime, like they murdered a family by slowly feeding them to themselves, and you're just like, why am I watching this?
Yeah, I've been listening to a few of those recently. I was listening to one called I don't remember what it's called, but it's about a couple, two women who adopt 6 black children and
I'm sure for
drive them off a cliff.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, what?
But after, like, they raise them as a family for like 10 years, and then they drive them off a cliff.
Is this what that Blindside movie's about? That Sandra Bullock one?
Not quite, but
because they blindsided the kids with a cliff.
Do you
know? I did not see that coming.
Actually, you may have been too young to remember this. And this podcast is all over the fucking shop, but I don't care. Ashley, do you remember what happened to Sandra Bullock after she won the Oscar for Blindside? It is the craziest twist twist and turn ever. This was like this blew my mind. Do you remember what happened?
I don't fully remember, but is that where is that when she adopted her children?
No. I don't believe so. What I believe happened was her weird husband, Jesse James, from the show Monster Garage, was immediately outed of having an affair with a lady with a Nazi tattoo. That's what I remember happening. Bombshell McGee. I just remember it like she won the Oscar, and then in like the most brutal, crazy ever. I assume Chris remembered this because it was so nuts. Like the next day, everyone was like, Sandra Bullock really won an Oscar, and then it was like, piece of shit husband have an affair, and never mention that Oscar again. It was the wildest thing ever. I was so brutally sad for.
I don't remember that at all. I knew that it ended poorly. Miss Congeniality, great movie. Miss Congeniality.
I love Miss Congeniality.
I'm a Legally Blonde.
It's a great movie. I do. Legally Blonde is I will die on this hill. I think it is objectively one of the best movies ever made.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but it's very
agree
fun.
More.
It's very fun.
It's so good.
No, but I'm going to have to agree with Ashley here, and here's why, is that Legally Blonde, A, is a great movie, and B, almost in spite of everything, like, that movie could have
in spite of everything about it, it could have been dog shit.
It could have been straight to DVD. That plot is bad.
But it's flawless, and it holds up so well. It's like 20 years ahead of its time. It
could have been like a Van Wilder style shithead movie, which was like really popular in that moment, and then you look back and you're just yeah,
it's excellent.
Like it's so many movies.
I only balk at one of the best movies of all time. I feel
no, okay, I will die on this hill
stance. Name movies that are better than Legally Blonde.
You can't do it.
Citizen Kane.
No, I can't.
That's
I'm asking you. I want to know what you're like.
I don't have movies that are better than Legally Blonde.
So it's the best movie of all time. It's not even just one of them anymore.
For me, it's the best movie of all time.
Chris, or is it the best movie of all time?
I think it's the best movie.
Incredible.
We need to add some context. Ashley's only seen like 3 movies. So imagine if you've only seen like Legally Blonde, The Banshees of Inisherin, and that's it.
It's a song by the B-52s.
Like, yeah, I would think Legally Blonde is better. And
I think didn't you see like didn't you show us a did you see you showed us those drunk driving commercials from Ireland? You've seen those?
Oh,
is Legally Blonde better than those? That's the same genre. That's. I was telling someone about those the other day. That bit where they keep cutting to the kids, and you're like, "Those kids are gonna die for sure." And then it flips. I didn't expect them to be crushed by the fucking car.
You don't expect them to you kind of go, "Oh yeah, this kid's gonna die," but you don't expect it to be all of them getting so like funny. Road Runner flattened.
100%. They got Wile E. Coyote'd, every single one of them. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
What was this documentary called?
No, they're road safety advertisements.
Yeah, we watched them on the stream.
Oh, we're talking about 2 different things. Oh, then I was not there for that one. I thought you were hearkening. Actually, I thought you were hearkening back to that documentary you mentioned where the woman drove her adopted children off a cliff. And then I was just like, I didn't realize Chris had also seen. Oh, well, because the flippant nature in which you were discussing it did blow my goddamn mind. Oh, Chris, how's the new apartment, by the way? One of your many new apartments.
So many new apartments.
How many places have you lived in the history of this stream?
Oh, yeah, we did this on the previous episode. We counted up our places that we've lived. I think we got like halfway through doing that. And then we got distracted.
I'm only 2. Mine's easy. I'm 2.
Let's see. There's Coningsby. 1. Then there was.
Need to edit out Chris. You're gonna need to edit that out.
Why? No one lives there anymore.
I mean, comedians do live there.
Like how? No, not really. I mean, and no one knows which ones. And
no, they do.
It's a long street. They'll be fine. And then my dad's house. one apartment in Victoria, second apartment in Victoria, hostel, other apartment in Victoria, so we're up to 5. Then Airbnb in Toronto, apartment in Toronto, back to my dad's house. I'm counting it as a second place because I moved again. Then this place, 9. I've lived in 9 places.
Oh
Fair
my
play.
God.
I think you win. I've got Edinburgh, first Glasgow apartment, back to Ireland for 4 months, that weird student accommodation in Waterford.
Yeah, I don't remember that happening.
Second Glasgow apartment, and now we're in third Glasgow apartment, so I'm on 6.
Well, it's very exciting. I lived in my apartment in K-Town. What the fuck did you get that slice of pizza?
That's
I
when
forgot
he
I
got
had
up
Why'd you
and
eat it in
walked
that
around.
No, I understood that. No, it wasn't that him getting it from the fridge. It was how he ate it. Like he was airplaning it into his face like he was both his own parent and a baby.
That's exactly what
your
it was
mouth.
like.
I'm just having a nice time. I'm very sleepy.
Aren't we all? Oh my God, I've done so much talking today. I had to do a goddamn hour-long radio interview. I think 4 shows. The last one had a real... Yeah, they're just we're trying to sell tickets. The economy is not what it was in Adelaide. The Fringe is just not what it was. Listen, my show for Melbourne is either going to be fucking Ripper or Crapola. Yeah, I'm just not shifting tickets, and like no one really is. Like major celebrities are getting like 10 more people than I am, and I'm like, that's not good. But whatever. Like my show's gonna be fucking tight when it gets to fucking Melbourne. Like it's gotten fun. I had fucking 4 people in and my friend Nikki today, and we got laughs consistent. And as someone who's performed to a lot of small crowds, that's tough to do. It's really shows the writing. Anyway, then I was doing Best of the Ember Fest at the Garden of Unearthly Delights, and a real piece of shit named Carter was in the crowd. And at one point,
is Carter 9 years old?
Carter was about 35. Probably had a couple of cocktails. He was eating a big donut in the middle of the crowd. He was with a real, let's say this, a real looker, but like very, how do I say it? Like, very bar starish looking gal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he looked like a real.
I don't understand that reference.
Oh yeah, no, it's a real Canadian reference. It's a real outside of they were real outside of a tiger shithead vibe couple. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he.
How do you not know
he
that
dropped
one?
His phone. Yeah, how do you not know Tiger? Do you not know Tiger?
I don't think I do.
Oh, what the
fuck?
The
worst nightclub in the world?
It's like the giant shithead nightclub of the UK.
No, I don't know Tiger.
Weren't you lucky enough to perform for the Junglers chain in the middle aughts?
Yeah, Jesus, hell of a time.
But not even Yates's
nightclub.
Do you know Yates's, Ashley?
All over the UK.
Where the fuck are what do you do? You don't want
where do you fucking live?
Any of the places that everyone is.
I live in Glasgow. I don't think we have a Tiger.
There's a Tiger. There's like there's an infamous one there, I think.
I'm gonna look it up on Google Maps right now.
What there was.
I don't go to nightclubs that much, and if I do go to a nightclub in Glasgow, it's sleazies.
I never go to nightclubs.
I've never gone to a fucking nightclub. You still are aware of them. You still exist within the city. You don't look up. Avoid that business. But you have been to a shithead nightclub. Like I've been to a shithead nightclub. Yeah. 4 floors of fucking idiots. Anyway, they were very much that couple. She was probably fine. He was a fucking dick. He dropped his phone, and he like that thing sort of snippy, and then I intimated that his mom smoked a lot while she was pregnant with him, and then he was a bit butthurt by that, and which he would be, and then something about me being ginger, And then I then did a bit about people calling me ginger because I'm not. It's a racial slur the English made up for Irish people. I'm not Irish, so that's just weird. And laughs galore. He really hated that, and then said, "Oh, you have a little dick." And then I told him to get the fuck out, and he was a piece of shit, and he wasn't. And then I sat cross-legged and prayed that God and came and aborted him the way that his dad definitely wanted, because there's no way that this was prime cum. And then his girlfriend stormed out, and I said, let's see how brave you are. And then he like walked out and was like, I win. And then I said, you don't win. And then security grabbed him and the door slams. And then away we went. It was very good. He was still being yelled at by... Pardon me?
He was still being yelled at by security?
It was the best, always. Australian security at that venue fucking hate hecklers. Like because it's a giant bar. So they have to... And Australia loves a so careful. So they get so fucking angry at hecklers. Oh, it's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I guarantee he was definitely the kind of the vibe of a guy that would definitely try and win try and get the last word with a bouncer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
sure.
The kind of guy that gets knocked out regularly.
Oh yeah, actually, you don't know what I'm saying. In the guy that was the last word with a bouncer, you have definitely never been to a tiger if you don't know that kind of energy from a dude.
Where do you even go? What do you do when you're not at a deli?
What a peaceful life! Just going to delis and
I don't go out
delis and orgies.
regularly.
What an excellent life you must lead.
Yeah, very curious.
I've had an orgy in a few years now.
I want to tag you like a wolf and just watch your migration patterns. Be like, where the fuck is she going? She doesn't know any of these common archetypes.
I can give you access to my Google locations, and then you can just roast me for my daily patterns.
I mean, it's not. I feel like it would be even more
again.
I'm gonna say like we would only get more questions and no answers. You know what I'm saying? Just like, wait, she's never been to a tiger, but
probably bring up.
She seems. Yeah, she seems to be going from IKEA to IKEA.
I'm sure I could share my location history with you guys.
I would love that. Would love that very much.
Oh my god!
So
what was this? The Alec Murdoch trial?
Like a circle around your room, just where you're pacing.
Yeah,
it's like one line.
What if we uncover something so creepy? Like she's just circling the various places that we've been living over the course of this stream. That just turns out to be a green screen on her back.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I will get this set up for the next show.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And then you guys can have a good look and see where I go.
I'm surprised you keep yours on. My locations is off at all times unless an app absolutely needs it or like I need to get home.
Yes, but you're insanely concerned with...
I don't think insanely. I'm fairly reasonably concerned.
Yeah, probably in the grand scheme of
unreasonably.
things.
There was a period of time when you were in charge. No. Yeah, but you are Gene Hackman in the conversation. Go fuck yourself. That was a fucking banger movie reference. All bow to me. All bow. Do it. I'll give you 20 quid if you can tell me one other actor in the movie The Conversation.
No.
Ironically,
20 quid. I don't know any.
He's the hot. Yeah, ironically, Tommy Tiernan.
Oh, so it was called Dominating the Conversation? Is that?
I once saw Jimmy Carr and Tommy Tiernan talking, and I still be like, I would give anything to know what the fuck this is about. Like, I'd be fascinated. I assume a lot of talking no, that's not fair. Jimmy Carr is one of the most affable human beings one-to-one ever, so I assume he just like gave Tommy the props or whatever, but it's still fascinating.
I've been listening to Neil Brennan's podcast Blocks, based on his pretty good Netflix show. And apparently it was Jimmy Carr's idea.
I thought you hated that special at the end.
Yeah, I hated the end. I thought the end was, but that was my Edinburgh just like seeing it. It's like new to Americans, but I've just fucking watched it 1,000 times. But like it was otherwise it was okay. But apparently Jimmy Carr told him like you have to turn this into a podcast and talk to celebrities and your friends about their blocks. Blocks are basically like, you know, moments in your life that are parents, trauma, whatever. Great episode with Natasha Lyonne this week. But apparently it was Jimmy Carr's idea, and the idea of Neil Brennan and Jimmy Carr hanging out is so I'm sure they're having a nice time, but I don't think I could even look at it. I have the feeling it's just.
I'm going to say this. I don't think both of them are having a nice time. I think one of them knows that the other one is one of the most connected people in Hollywood, and one of those people wants to be that person, and that is Jimmy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that is. That's what Neil
Brennan knows everybody.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Here's the thing about this weird about Neil Brennan. He is a real Marmite of a guy. Like I have never met some. He's one of those guys that people go out of their way either to tell you greatest guy in the world or like Neil Brennan.
That sounds right. He's obsessed with the fact that he'll never do stadiums. He's just like, I know I won't. I know I'm not likable. I don't smile. I refuse. Nothing I talk about is relatable, but I'd like to.
Why would you?
Please, please let me do this. You'll never let me do this, please.
Why would you ever want to do stand-up comedy in a stadium? Like, I do not understand. I don't understand the appeal. The appeal of doing it in an arena. Go fuck. Like, I just am like, no. Just.
Oh, I think once. I wouldn't want to do a tour. If I could do it once, that'd be wild. Even just opening for someone.
I can agree with that. Yeah, it'd be nice to do it once.
Yeah, especially like if it's your tour and you're like, I sold out an arena and I'm going to do stand up in this fucking weird place, and then you got it over with. It's like climbing a mountain. It's, you know how people like do Ben Nevis, and it's like that.
Nobody enjoys going up the mountain, but they enjoy having done it.
I assume they do. No, I assume they do.
My mom did. She did it in like
they got to enjoy mountain climbing.
I mean, I said that, but I actually do quite enjoy a nice hike.
I remember my dad.
Which one is Ben Nevin? Is that the biggest one in the UK?
Biggest one, yeah.
It's the biggest one in Scotland.
It's in Scotland. I think it's the biggest one in the UK, though.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah, Ben Nevis. Yeah. I remember friends of mine went up when I was living in Brighton, and they were like, "We're gonna make cocktails at the highest peak in the UK." I think it was for Tuaca. It was like a promotional thing. It was so bad. It went so bad.
Yes,
yes. Terrible idea.
Chris, tell me everything that went bad. Starting at the beginning. Go.
Yeah, so, I want to know this story.
We were down in Brighton, and they asked me to go. It was all my friends, and I was like, I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't think I want to do this. And they were like, all right, man, your problem. And then they drove from Brighton all the way through the UK to Ben Nevis with a trailer with a cocktail bar in the back of it. Took from what I remember, this is probably an exaggeration, but I want to say 9 wrong turns, big time wrong turns, not little wrong turns. It took them a day and a bit to get there, and then they got there, and they had their fucking bar. They had to carry a bar up Ben Nevis.
They carried a whole bar up there. Would you not just bring the bloody ingredients
and their booze and their tools? And it was raining and windy and carrying them. And my friend is a flair bartender, so he was going to be like juggling bottles and stuff. And he's a great flair bartender. He's very talented. But when it's rainy and windy and you're on top of a fucking mountain, it doesn't quite translate as well on video.
So long to get a bar cart up there.
So long, and then they had to get it back down. They didn't get the video they wanted, and they had to take it back down.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Here's what my favorite part is the flair bartender. Yeah. My more favorite part is, of course, it's rainy and windy in Scotland, you fucking rubes. Like,
and then they had to drive back to Brighton. They had the
That's so bad.
So good. Also, I want to be there for the 9th wrong turn. Oh no, not like right there. Pull over. I get out
You
now.
just see the
Let's go
sunlight
home.
shifting from one window to another window, and you go wrong direction. No.
No, my God. Yeah. Also, like actually driving from Brighton to Scotland is not. It's not
That's a long
hard.
drive
Like
anyway.
it is a
No, I
long
mean, as long
drive,
as there's no
but it's
construction, I don't know how much building there was going on. You've been in some of those construction zones in the UK where suddenly you're trying to go to Kent and you end up in Wales as a detour.
yeah, but that's not a wrong turn. Like when
No,
you portrayed wrong turn, I assume it's they made them.
oh yeah, no, they took
As
some
I
wrong exits. They
okay,
went
then
east
that's on
instead
them.
of north. They, yeah.
Do you know how hard that is to do? Like I've never driven from Brighton to Edinburgh, but I've driven from London to Edinburgh. What year did I do that? I think 2017. Anyway, but it's essentially you point the car north and then go.
Yeah. In their defense, pre-sat nav, and they were 22-year-old bartenders, and everyone in the car but the driver will have been drunk and maybe on drugs.
No, but still the driver is not drunk nor on drugs. Ashley, am I
No, but
crazy?
he's trying
Ashley,
to
look.
fight with his other arm. Stop it. Like a single
I
parent.
think no, you're defending your friend. You're wrong. Your friends are fucking idiots, and that let me say this. That's what I think of your friends and their directional abilities.
It's so loud. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, really impressed by that. I was so impressed. Yeah, enjoy that water. Enjoy that water,
so
man.
loud.
Fucking choke on. Yeah, I don't know why, because I fucking bring it when it comes to a show.
You did.
You know
That
what I
was
mean?
so
What are you guys
loud.
doing? I'm fucking making sure that
Oh,
my
so loud.
ass music is. Yeah, that's right. I fucking bring it. I fucking come to play. Wow.
You know what I just realized? I can bring back a classic
What are
on the
you?
show, which is because I have a balcony. I can smoke on the fucking show, bro.
I'm glad. Chris, do you remember when you moved and you were like, "Okay," when I got on the airplane, and I think I literally said, "No, you will not," and I want you to know, feels good to be right.
Yeah. It feels good to be smoking.
Oh, of course. I'm just happy that someone is. You know what I mean? Also, newsflash: Australian weed not strong, so I feel like I'm smoking again.
Awesome. I built a bed.
It's gonna get it. Hey, look at that. So, do you have roommates, or are you just an eccentric
one
billionaire
roommate.
now?
He's like a nice guy. This is his apartment, and he suddenly had a vacancy, and so I moved in. He's cool, man. Yeah, I don't even know if he's home. I might be waking him up right now. Today's his day off, but his keys are gone, so I assume that he's gone too. Yeah, no, it's like a nice enough room, and
Fingers crossed.
Living room, nice L sectional.
Ooh,
nice big dome TV.
What?
I got 3
What part
gyms
of
in the
Toronto?
building. There's a sauna. I'm in Liberty Village, which is a weird neighborhood.
Oh my God! Of course, Liberty Village, my grandfather's greatest triumph.
Your grandfather built Liberty Village?
No, my one of my uncles bought a condo in Liberty Village, and my grandfather, as the family story goes, was reading a newspaper. Basically calls by now. My grandfather had a bunch of preternatural real estate abilities, and basically my uncle closed on a condo like the week before they opened development, and it ching when it comes to property values. Essentially,
Nice.
actually, Liberty Village is where there used to be a stockyard in Toronto, and now there's a bunch of condominiums, and no one's put together.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like someone dropped a suburb in the middle of the city because everything's like new and mostly chains, and there's no sense of community. Everybody's
That's
like
weird.
wealthy. It's like young professionals, so they hate me. Like I look
It's kind
extra
of like
homeless with my
industrial
stuff.
that's been invaded with residents.
Well, it's industrial reclamation, which is like a very important thing to do to a city. Like it's called like brown yard reclamation.
Okay.
And it's Jane Jacobs was like the pioneer of it. Jane Jacobs, really cool urban planner that everyone should look up. But it's awesome and very important. But also,
no one looked that up.
No one's going to look that
Jacob's
up.
rules. In Jacob's rules. I know
no one's going to look that up. No. We don't. Kimmers, I assume is. Here's who I would put the possibles of the regulars to look that up, and they won't. Kimmers
she's one of the early proponents of a 15-minute city. Come on, man. That's a good idea. You know, it's good because all right people hate it.
I want to guess what, Chris. You know what I want to say to you? You know what I want to say to you, bud? You ready?
Oh.
That's what I say to you, Chris.
What have you eaten today, John?
What is wrong with you?
I may have eaten. I ate some chicken and rice at around 2, and then I had some sushi hand rolls around 5, and then I had one cracker with hummus on it right before we started. And I don't know why that combination was the winning one, but I think we all need to remember this because I'm not going to just speak for myself. We're all having a much better time thanks to my ass blasting has really set Chris straight. Ashley, were you prepared to sit there and listen to this fuck blabble on about an urban planner we're supposed to know?
I really wasn't.
Absolutely not. No,
you loved it.
You certainly were not. And no, fuck. I wish you could drown in snow, you urban planning cunt.
Dude, urban planning is
in Scotland,
a wonderful, important, interesting thing.
Shut up. No, it's not. It isn't. Fuck you. I fucking hate your guts. Actually, it's snowing in Scotland.
It was snowing last night. I woke up to snow on the rooftops and stuff here. Not enough to be worth going out into it, but I did get caught in a little bit of snow
angels
yesterday.
Or anything like that?
No, none of that.
Perhaps. Oh, also, it's 46 minutes in. Do we have to cut this because this is week 1?
Yes, we do,
part
actually.
1 of the episode?
I was
look
just
at
about
this.
to bring that up. So we've gotten to the end of part 1. I do have to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to do that.
I also have
you know
to
what I'm going to do
bathroom.
is I'm going to play the outro video, and that way I don't have to try and cut it in afterwards. I did forget to do the intro video, but fuck it.
Fuck it. Just hit the intro video now. Hit the intro and then hit the outro.
Want the outro
Let's start
at the
the podcast.
Well.
Let's start the podcast.
Right, let's start the podcast.
This was all preamble.
Chris, John, and Irish Ashley combine to make the ultimate team, better than any wet dream. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream. John's the CEO and boomer. Ashley's the real leader. Chris brings the vibes and juices as our enjoyment increases. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream.
And that's all. Penis into her vagina. And that's all. And that's all. And that's called sexual intercourse. Some people call it having sex. So the man passes the sperm to the woman, and now his sperm is in her. Maybe you're wondering if a mistake could be made when having sexual intercourse.